Alexis, thank you. The 2024 presidential election is just 2 weeks away, and many people are finding the uncertainty highly stressful. Dr. Shyla Morgaine is here today to talk about what you can do to stay engaged and motivated while protecting yourself from the increasing intensity surrounding election season. Thank you so much for being here.
Such an important topic.
Such an important topic. I was thinking that as I was saying it. This is something that I try to tell my friends and family. Focus on what you can control. There are a lot of things you can't control out there, especially during this election cycle.
Yeah, and it's really important to stay positive.
Yeah.
So make a plan to vote and then be proactive. Maybe you volunteer for your candidate and do some phone banks or send some postcards, or even just donate to a cause that you feel passionate about. When you can take some action in the direction of the outcome you want, you feel a little more control, and I think it boosts your mood.
And that positive mindset is such an important thing to carry through anything in life, but especially right now when there's so much divisiveness. Separate people from their politics. That's very important.
Yeah, I've seen so many friendships gone awry or family members not talking, and we want to separate people's political views from the connection. We are so much more than who we're voting for, and it's a shame. And so set some boundaries. Maybe you don't go there with relatives that are differing opinions. You just choose to change the conversation, or you can just simply maybe invite some humor and agree to disagree. But I think at this time we need more unity, more connection versus the divisiveness, and we shouldn't have any candidate or political party or who somebody votes be the separation that drives people apart.
Right, and you see so much of that on social media as well. But
Very
know where the boundaries are.
Yeah, and don't engage.
Yes, don't engage. Beware of disinformation and educate yourself.
Yeah, and I know you appreciate this. You know, it's so important to look at the facts, trust, kind of see that it's a trusted source. There's a lot of misinformation that I think heightens the anxiety and creates a lot of fear, and just stay grounded. I think, you know, this newscast is a great source for trusted information. And, you know, be aware of doom scrolling and maybe limit how much you're absorbing. They call it the polar coaster, where you're watching this poll up and this candidate's up this day, this up, the other candidate's up the other day. So maybe take a step back and just connect to the moment, to something that brings some joy, and a sense of hope is so important right now.
Yeah, and that was the last point that you were going to make. Search for hope and stay curious.
Yeah, maybe you just take a walk on these beautiful days to see life will continue. Be aware of catastrophizing. You know, life will go on. We are a melting pot of so many different viewpoints, and I think get curious about somebody who has a different opinion from you. I think it's great to surround yourself with not just like-minded people, but people have a variety of perspectives, and to understand them, you have to leave your worldview and go into their worldview, and maybe just ask some questions and listen. You might learn something.
And you had written to us, as some of that even goes back to culture and things maybe that they've been through in their life that can lead them to feel a certain way about a candidate or politics in general.
Yeah, and that adds so much depth and empathy and understanding, and maybe you just might meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, and explore them a little too.
Exactly.
Well, wonderful points today. We always love having you, Shyla. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.